What's up, savages?
Yeah.
As always, I'm E Middle,
And I'm Bart, and this is the Savage MMA Show.
the show that takes other MMA podcasts to the deep water.
Forever.
Man. After a week off for the holidays, we're back, motherfuckers.
That's right, bitches.
Back and better than
We're
ever.
not even going to talk about last week's fucking fight card.
To be honest,
trash.
man, I didn't watch it. There's a
I
lot
didn't either.
going on with the holiday weekend and everything.
Well, I thought it was on Saturday, so I just completely fucking missed the boat. Like, it was on fucking Friday.
Friday night, I was out. I wasn't home.
Yeah, I wasn't either.
So, it is what it is, man. Jimmy Rivera took a loss.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, Marlon Moraes had a quick knockout.
Knocked out, 37 seconds?
Yeah, stopped his win streak.
Yep.
Other than that, not a real eventful card, so.
Just a lot of stoppages.
Man,
which is okay. But
I don't really care, man. We got plenty of news to talk about.
We got too much important shit to go over that card.
And finally, the big time fight card of the year so far, probably.
Oh, God, yeah.
I mean, that's not going to hold up.
I mean, no. It'll last for a few months, or maybe a month.
Yeah, these next few fight cards are pretty fucking stacked, so it's going to fall off.
Yeah,
But
this card, I mean, I'm looking at this card right now. This weekend, fucking amazing. Even the Fight Pass.
Oh, I know,
Fights are
man.
great.
I'm thinking about doing it.
Yeah, I know, we've been shitting on Fight Pass, but I actually think I'm gonna have to order it because I want to see these fights.
I don't know. I'm curious to see, though, with the ESPN deal coming up, how much content Fight Pass gets now.
I mean, we can always cancel.
Yeah, I think UFC. I think from what I saw on that ESPN deal, I think it was for a total of 15 fights over 2 years.
Okay.
I may be wrong on that though. It's either 1 year or two, but it's
So basically, ESPN is just going to take over as like Fox Sports One. It's just going to be the
yeah.
same
They
shit.
took
It's
the
just gonna be on
whole they
ESPN.
took the whole deal from Fox. So there's going to be some different changes though. All the that countdown thing that comes on online. I don't know if it comes. I've never seen it on FS1. That's going to be on ESPN now.
Oh, the UFC countdown where they show
Like where they hype the fight.
Yeah.
The post fight show is going to be on
UFC
ESPN
tonight will probably be on ESPN. Are they gonna bring all those people? Are they gonna bring like that whole staff over? You think, or you think they'll change this?
I think they'll bring the whole staff over.
I mean, there's no need to change. They have a really good thing going on that UFC Tonight show. Like they shouldn't.
Well, for the
change.
most part, I like all the fighters that are on.
Yeah, and I like
the
what's her name,
broadcast
Karen
team
Bryant.
right now. Yeah, she's solid.
She's solid.
I think they'll keep her. That's the thing is all those people are. They're not contracted with Fox. I think they're contracted through UFC, and UFC produces the content for Fox. I'm not really sure how that works, but
Maybe it won't be such a big change. Maybe it won't be horrible. I mean, it's just going to be a jump to a different broadcast. Maybe it won't be too bad.
I know that these guys are contracted through because I saw Rogan talking about how he doesn't do Fox cards because Fox kind of shitted on him.
Yeah, they tried to tell him how to announce.
Yeah, right.
Which is insane. And that's insanity.
That was part of his new deal. That's why he doesn't do it anymore.
Exactly. All right, so what do we want to talk about? Let's see. John Jones. He might be coming back soon.
Maybe.
And he's apparently better than ever, according to his trainer. And I can't do anything but believe that.
You know, we're still waiting on that.
Oh my God.
On that USADA ruling.
Yeah. When that USADA ruling comes down, he gets back. I can't wait to see him.
Do you think they're going to let him come back?
Yeah, I do.
Which story are you buying on that? I'm buying the cocaine creatine story.
I think the cocaine creatine, or potentially I don't know, like he just probably got into some bad shit. Like he might have had like some shitty coke, you know, like he might have.
I think that's what happened, man.
Yeah,
because it was on his birthday.
Yep.
I don't know, man. It's holding people to a different standard, but I think we need to get rid of.
I have a problem. Like, there's a difference between recreational drugs and cheating drugs.
I think we need to start drawing a distinction on that.
Like I don't give a shit about them smoking weed or doing coke. Whatever. If
you want to put it in the news, fine.
Right.
If you want to find the guy as part of
suspend them.
as part of the conduct policy, that's fine.
But don't suspend them.
Yeah, I don't really have a problem with it.
Especially a guy who does coke on his birthday.
Now, here's the difference. If he pisses hot at the post fight for cocaine,
right?
That's different.
Yes,
because
if he uses cocaine as a
performance
enhancer for the fight, because
that's
when you're on coke in a fight.
Yeah, you're not going to feel anything.
You're not going to feel anything.
That's one thing.
Yeah, but if it's afterwards,
I don't care what a guy's doing, man.
Yeah, I don't care either.
That's his business.
Exactly.
Has nothing to do with the fight game. But
no.
If John Jones comes back, who do you think he fights?
I mean, nobody's gonna beat him, so it doesn't really matter.
The real question is whether he comes back at heavyweight or light heavyweight.
True. I like him better at light, but I'm not.
That division's kind of thin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't really think anybody's gonna be able to fuck with him. But I mean, who's gonna beat him in heavy? Well,
they're not going to rebook a fight.
I mean,
they're not going to rebook a fight between him and DC.
What would you think about John Jones and Stipe?
Yes and no.
Yeah. It's a weird matchup for any. Well, John Jones is he's a nightmare for anybody.
He's so fucking good.
He's so long. He's tall. He's athletic as fuck. He's got dangerous elbows. Like he's too dangerous.
If Stipe beats DC, there's nobody left for him to fight
except John Jones.
Unless the only guy left for him to fight is if Derek Lewis beats Francis Ngannou.
True.
He could fight Derek Lewis, but
True.
Stipe run through Derek Lewis.
Yeah.
Same way he ran through Ngannou.
The only way he could do lucky knockout, like a lucky.
The only
knockout.
other guys in the heavyweight division that are even on the rise that you could look for would be maybe Tai Tuivasa. And
we can see him this weekend.
Yeah, man, I'm excited about that. He looked fucking amazing.
Yeah, we'll get to see him this weekend. I'm really pumped about it.
Okay, so him, Derek Lewis, and there's one more. Fuck, I just dropped the name. I had it in my head. Oh, Curtis Blades. Those are the only guys that...
He's fighting this weekend too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Shit, we got a heavyweight fest.
I think those are the only guys that can get to that level.
I just don't think they can fuck with Stipe, though.
Which one of those guys do you think's more of a matchup nightmare for Stipe? I know he's so well rounded.
Oh.
I'd say probably Curtis Blades.
Maybe Curtis Blades.
But the thing is, Stipe's so well rounded, man. We know how good Curtis Blades is.
And we already saw what happens when a guy like Derek Lewis fights Stipe with the Ngannou thing.
So, and we've seen it the other way too. Yeah. Stipe has beaten Verdun.
Yeah. It's true
too. So
I just don't know if anybody's gonna beat Stipe.
So I think
John Jones could, but I don't know if we'll ever.
That may be the fight to make. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know if you can give it to him right away though. I don't know. They gave him Cormier right when he came back.
I think John Jones. I don't like favoritism, but I think John Jones is deserved because of how good he's been in the UFC. He deserves like an immediate.
I think he's earned it because there's nobody.
Yeah, exactly. He's never fucking lost.
I mean, who's the other top-ranked guys at light heavyweight? Volkan Oezdemir?
He has one loss. Does he have? He lost that one because he hit that deaf guy with an illegal elbow, right?
Yeah,
that's bullshit. Like he doesn't
12 to 6.
He doesn't really have a loss.
Elbowed him. No, dude, he's undefeated.
And I don't know. I kind of think he lost to Gustafsson when I watched that fight. It was very, very close.
That's the closest guy.
Nobody else is close.
That's the only fight that you can make it light heavyweight is Gustafsson versus Jones.
I'd love to see it again. That was one of my favorite fights I've ever seen in the UFC.
Because let's run through. If we think what happened, if Stipe beats DC, he retires. If DC beats Stipe, he probably retires. I think this is the last fight.
Either that or he'll call out John Jones again.
He might, and I would never book that fight again.
Fuck no. You and I have a rule. If you lose twice, you don't get a fucking third. You don't get a third one.
It's not a rivalry if the guy beats you.
If you get beat twice,
legitimately
you don't
beats
get another
you twice.
One. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, man.
There's no trio when you lose the first two.
There's a lot of intrigue though if John Jones comes back.
Yeah, I don't want to see DC and John Jones fight ever again.
Never again.
Never again.
What else do we have on some news? I know we got a lot.
Yeah, we got let's talk about Mighty Mouse and Tyron Woodley potentially coming back on 227 for that Garbrandt card.
So if Demetrius Johnson comes back,
You add those two to that already.
I don't think
card.
he can come back at 227. I know he'll be healthy then, maybe, but the question is, who would he fight?
Either one of them.
From this fight, Bennett. Well, oh yeah, from Woodley too. But
does Woodley get to fight the winner of Colby Covington?
He has to.
Because how the fuck did he lose his title?
And I don't think they stripped him of the title. He's still the champion, but there's going to be an interim champion too.
What the?
So there have to be. So it's the same deal with both these guys.
So stupid.
Is Benavidez is the number 1 ranked flyweight.
Yeah.
And he's fighting
Baby Pettis.
Showtime
Fight
Jr.
Pass, right?
Yeah, dude, he's pissed about that. Benavidez is. That deserves to be higher up on the card.
They don't respect the little guys in the UFC.
You know that there's not been a flyweight fight.
Yeah, that's insane.
On the main card this
Mighty
year.
Mouse should be a headliner on a fucking pay-per-view. He's deserved it. He's never even come close to losing.
No, one fight. He's only came close to losing once.
Yeah.
Who I can't remember.
A long time ago.
Well, he does have a loss to Dominic Cruz, but that was in a different weight class.
That was different. Yeah, he's never lost in his weight class.
That was at bantamweight. Yeah. So those two guys, I think it's too soon for him to return at 227 if he's going to fight one of those
Dominic
guys.
Cruz, doesn't he want to fight Mighty Mouse again? I remember he wanted to call somebody. He called somebody.
Dominic Cruz is tall in that bantamweight class, so I don't think he could drop to flyweight.
No, I don't think he could make it in that. He would be like a fucking skeleton.
Yeah, I don't think he could fight it that way.
Like he would look like Kenny Florian when he dropped that weight class, like scary.
I just don't think. And so if we go to Woodley, there's nobody for Woodley to fight other than that title fight.
Shit, I still don't think those guys have a chance in hell of beating Tyron Woodley.
RDA does. More than Colby.
Yeah, Dos Anjos could, but I haven't seen enough from Colby Covington to sit here and think that he would actually hold a candle to Tyron Woodley.
No, Woodley's just so dominant.
Yeah.
Such a smart fighter, dude. So, those two guys may return.
Okay, we got but I don't know. Well, it's not set in stone, but God, I want to see it. Mousasi and Rory McDonald.
So Mousasi just won the title off of Rafael Carvalho. Impressively won it, too.
Very much.
After the fight, he called out Rory McDonald. Rory McDonald said, "Let's do this." Apparently, Scott Coker's not wanting to book that fight right away. I guess there's other fights to make, but...
Yeah, I guess he doesn't want to... He wants to wait on that probably a little bit. Like maybe...
Yeah,
he have to fight maybe another guy before.
Yeah, he's saying that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Just not right now, possibly.
I'd like to see it, though.
Yeah, while we're on Bellator, Ed Ruth, they just announced Ed Ruth.
Yeah, we didn't have a whole lot of Bellator news today.
Yeah, at the end of the month, Ed Ruth is coming back.
Yeah, at welterweight, right?
Yeah, he's dropping down to welterweight, which makes sense because he's not even come close to hitting the weight limit because he's lost so much weight just from training.
Yes.
So bring that power down another weight class, and
he's going to be one dangerous dude in that weight class.
He's still evolving too, but
yeah.
He's a legit contender, so that'll be interesting. Then we've got, man, we didn't talk about that Bellator card, but that last Bellator card with Michael Venom Page, man.
200? 200?
MVP.
Or was it?
Yeah, it was 200.
God, that was a great Bellator card.
I had fun with that.
And it was free.
A lot of fun.
No pay-per-view.
That MVP dude is a fucking monster.
God, Michael Venom Page. He would be just fine in the UFC.
You see, he's boxing next week.
Really?
Yeah, he's last year it was his first.
Bellator. What? Is he boxing for Bellator?
No.
They allow that?
Yeah. They said Scott Coker said he doesn't have a problem with it, but he wants to see him in the octagon or the cage more.
Yeah.
Going forward, because he's one of their big stars, obviously.
Yeah. Who the fuck are they going to let him fight though? Like, I mean, damn. What weight class?
I was going to say I don't even remember what weight class he's in. Damn, I should know that. I feel like he's a lightweight.
Who's the champ?
Rory McDonald.
Rory? I'd love to see that.
Yeah, Paul Daly said he's going to be fighting him.
First of all, Paul Daly got his ass kicked by
an old man coming
on his
an
first
old man coming out of retirement.
Yeah.
That's not fought in 10 fucking
honestly,
years.
he doesn't deserve to fight ever again.
And the way he whined and cried, that was just terrible.
I hated that. I thought that was like, because I liked Paul Daly until I watched that fight.
I did too. That changed my opinion of him
completely. It just made me be like, fuck him, because that was bullshit. He was talking to the announcers. Like, he was talking shit to the announcers. And it's like, you're getting your ass kicked in a fucking fight. You should probably be worried about that.
Yeah, that was just fucking stupid.
Fitch dominated him.
Oh, in an ugly fashion.
And yeah, it was a John Fitch fight, is what it was. I used to love watching him.
You want to talk about ugly gritty?
Yeah.
Did you catch any of that bare knuckle boxing?
I didn't, and I'm sad about it because I really want to see it.
I'm not really sure what to think about it, man. It was
just chaos.
It was chaos. It was bloody.
Is it 1-on-1?
Yeah, man. It's a bloodbath.
Where do they fight? Like, do they fight like in a cage?
It's round.
Okay.
It's in like it's just in a round, but it's not in a cage.
I think they should fight in bars.
It's in like a boxing ring. It's boxing.
Mm.
But man, it got ugly. There was some bloody fucking massacres going on.
Anybody break their hand?
I don't know. I don't know about broken hands. Beck Rawlings won her fight.
Is she a beast?
Pieced the girl up. Yeah, dude, she looked really good. There was a few ex-UFC fighters in there. No real big names. But it was pretty interesting.
Are they going to have titles for that?
Yeah, so they're in the middle of having a heavyweight tournament right now, and that was part of that.
Is it going to be on any kind of TV channel?
No, dude. No, it's on the pay-per-view.
Is it too violent for?
Oh, way too violent, dude. $29.99 it was on pay-per-view.
I'm going to have to check
that was the first one ever in the U.S. There's actually a show about it on Netflix. It's coming over from England. There's a long history of bare knuckle boxing in England.
Oh, yeah. It's
coming over from there. I don't know if it's the same promotion, but the show on Netflix is following the first promotion that got legalized in England when it came back. And it's following like their rise up through legalization and stuff. I think it might be the same company. I'm not sure though. But Wyoming is where they had it. It's the only state that has legalized it so far.
What a random fucking fact right there. Wyoming.
Only state with bare knuckle boxing right now.
That's crazy. Have you ever been to Wyoming?
Never, dude.
I have. There's not shit there.
Where were you at? Jackson Hole?
Actually, no, I take that back. I like Wyoming. Yeah, Jackson Hole. It was a pretty cool place. I was thinking of Montana. Montana is the place that doesn't have shit.
I think I could get down in Montana.
Yeah, I could. I'd have to get my outdoorsman on because that's pretty much all you got.
Man, I don't know. I just like places like that where there aren't as many people around.
Yeah, I went to I think Wyoming was the place. No, Jackson.
Jackson Hole's in Wyoming, yeah.
It was Cody, Wyoming, I think. We stayed in Jackson Hole too, but it was like a family trip, and we survived a tornado that night.
Fuck,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, we survived a tornado in Wyoming. It was we went to a fucking bull riding contest before that.
Yeah, of course.
And I went and tried to catch I think there was like some kind of fucking pin on a fucking cattle or something. I went out there and chased after it and damn near got it. You know, my competitive side, I was like, I got to get this motherfucker.
What a random fucking event right there.
Random facts from me. Yeah, I've been to Wyoming. It's actually a pretty cool state.
Farthest west I've been is Kansas City.
Kansas City's a cool city.
Dude, I enjoyed it there. It was way cooler than I thought it would be.
Out west is just I like the atmosphere and the environment of the West. I just think it's a different vibe. But anyway, this is not a nature show or a state show. So like Stipe has brought in some fucking elite talent.
Ryan Bader, man.
Yes. Such a good idea for him. I mean, who's a better wrestler right now? And who's fighting hotter than Ryan fucking Bader?
Nobody, man.
Yeah. And DC, you know, the ultimate wrestler. And you're bringing in Bader? Smart move on Stipe's part.
When I read that, man, I just thought there's another proof that Stipe is serious about this. And I can't think of a better guy to bring in.
I can't either.
That's a great move on Stipe's part.
Exactly. So Stipe's really getting into some focus right now.
I can't wait for that card, man. That card's so stacked.
Oh, I'm pumped for this weekend, man.
This weekend, that card, like through the Fight Pass prelims, is so deep.
It's just deep. It's
Can you believe
deep.
that Claudia Gadelha and Carlos Esparza are on the Fight Pass?
That's insanity. Like, what the fuck are they thinking?
I don't know,
just that deep, I guess.
Did you see Yair Rodriguez is supposedly back?
Yeah.
They signed him back.
And he's going to fight the Russian goat spider, right?
Yeah, that's the fight that he turned down that they supposedly cut him over. It's going to be UFC 228.
I want to see that fight.
I don't think he can beat the Russian goat spider.
No.
Zabit's
I'm not sure if any...
Zabit's a different kind of animal.
Zabit's going to be a champion.
I think he makes I think he makes Khabib look like a illegitimate Dagestani. He's that good.
Well, he's got all the tools. He's like a fucking smaller version of John Jones. Like,
yeah, that's what he is,
That's
man.
who he reminds me of. He reminds me of John Jones.
That fighting style.
Well, he reminds me of pre-juiced up John Jones because, like, he's really thin and he looks like John Jones like when he first started fighting, but he fights just like John Jones. Like, it's pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah, the stuff he's throwing is just
there's not a lot of people you can make valid John Jones comparisons to.
No,
he's
MVP
legit.
maybe.
Yeah, MVP, but like he's long and wiry like John Jones.
Oh, he's got power.
And he's got power. Zabit. No, I'm talking about Zabit. Like,
no, that's what I'm talking about. Zabit's got power.
He's
unreal. Real technical too. His technical skills are up there.
I think he's better than, and like that's a huge statement to make, but I think he's more talented than Khabib.
I think so too, man.
Like, Khabib's is just a tough motherfucker. Like, that's where Khabib lies.
Have you looked at the Pro Fight League roster?
Yeah, when is that? That's starting soon, isn't it? Like real soon.
I think it starts in September.
Is it? I thought it was.
Dude, that roster's like 25% Dagestani.
I'm sure. Hey, we're gonna cover it. It's gonna be something we're definitely gonna start covering.
We're probably gonna drop a whole separate episode for that.
We'll make another podcast.
We're probably gonna go to a twice weekly format when Pro Fight League drops because we just need the extra coverage.
We're gonna be all over that. Yeah, I want to know all about it. So, Michael Chiesa said that Tony Ferguson he feels is the real champion in that division.
I agree,
which 100%. I agree too. Like, no disrespect to Khabib, but Tony never lost his belt.
Tony was already the champion.
So therefore, I want to see Tony and Khabib.
I do too, but they're going to book fucking Khabib versus Conor.
And I think that's bullshit because you shouldn't reward stupidity.
Yeah, and it pisses me off too.
If Conor wouldn't have done, by the way, like if Conor wouldn't have done that bullshit, I'd have been all for that.
Yeah, same here.
But now that he did that, you can't reward someone for stupidity.
I just feel like they don't give Tony Ferguson any respect.
He doesn't get any respect because he's just not like your typical UFC fan. I guarantee if we walked up to somebody that just like casually watches UFC and we're like, hey, you know who Tony Ferguson is? Like, I don't know who the fuck that is. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't know who Tony Ferguson is. Like,
is that weird guy that wears sunglasses?
Like, is he the boogeyman? Like, I think a lot of people just sleep on Tony. And that's a mistake because he's one of the best dudes.
Even UFC, pound for pound. I saw something about they tried to book a tournament basically with Khabib, Conor,
with big names, but Tony wasn't one of them.
How are you going to have a lightweight tournament and not include the guy that is the actual fucking lightweight champion?
That's ridiculous.
It's bullshit.
Yeah. Well, it just shows favoritism.
And if you want to talk about who's the best matchup for Khabib,
it's Tony.
I know they've canceled the fight 4 times.
It's Tony.
But Tony Ferguson is a nightmare for
We were
Khabib.
both about to pick Tony.
I was going to take him to win. I would have been willing to put money on it because he was going to come in as a heavy underdog.
Yep, me too.
That was a betting move to make. I just can't believe how little respect Tony Ferguson
I can't believe how they treat him when he was injured on a UFC set.
Yeah, dude.
Like, this wasn't like
a freak injury.
This wasn't an injury where it was his fault, and he was actually in a promotional UFC event.
Yeah.
Like, that's stupid. Like, how can you punish a guy for getting hurt at your own event?
I don't know, man. I don't like the way they treat Tony Ferguson at all.
I wonder if he got workers' comp by the UFC. That's a workers' comp UFC situation.
Oh, have you seen about Dana White's been talking about changing the way the weigh-ins work.
Oh, yeah.
Took an elbow to the
took
wall.
An elbow to the wall. Yeah. I just think they need to open up new weight classes because this weight thing is out of control.
I think they need to open up new weight classes, and I think they need to take that hydration testing.
Yeah, I agree.
Darren Till cheated. Let's be straight up legit about it.
So did what's her
and Mackenzie Dern.
Big Mac Mackenzie Dern, she cheated too.
That was not an accident. Neither one of those were accidental.
Missed weight so they would win the fight. They're having a distinct advantage.
People that miss weight are 7-0 this year.
Yes, that was not an accident.
I don't know the stats going farther back, but yeah, dude, you're not taxing your body as much.
No,
that's complete bullshit.
And you have to come in at the weight that the fight is put at.
And
otherwise, it's bullshit.
And we're not talking about like Kevin Lee missing weight by a pound.
Yeah.
We're talking about people coming in 8 fucking pounds or more, 7, 8 pounds overweight. They're not trying, dude. No. They're purposely coming in heavy.
It's a strategy to try to win the fight.
It is, and it's bullshit. If I was Stephen Thompson, I wouldn't have even fought Darren Till. I would have said, sorry, man.
Yeah, you fucked up. You missed weight. I'm not fighting you. Tough shit. Yeah, exactly. I'd have been the same
rules
way.
are the rules. Sorry, UFC. You can hate me if you want to, but
yeah, I'm not fighting a guy over weight.
This is my career.
That intentionally went overweight just so he could beat me.
So he can have an extra advantage over me.
Yeah.
Darren Till's way too big, number one, to be fighting at welterweight.
Agreed.
Way too big. That dude walks around over 200 pounds.
Yeah. I don't understand why he would fight at welterweight.
No, dude, he is fucking closer to light heavyweight.
That's what I don't understand. I don't understand these guys that make these dramatic weight cuts. Like, it would be the worst thing on your body to take those dramatic weight cuts constantly. And, like, why would you not fight at what you're close to? Like, I just don't understand that.
I don't either, man.
Like, I would feel much more natural if I fought at my near weight.
You're going to have your stamina. You're going to have way more stamina and way more power fighting without dropping the weight.
Like, when I got sick, I lost 15 pounds, and I felt like shit.
Obviously,
and I can imagine that's kind of how they feel when they're fucking doing their weight cuts. That's
obviously you're going to have a huge power advantage if a guy's actually the weight class that he's at.
Of course, yeah.
If you're dropping down fighting a guy that's legitimately way smaller than you,
right? Of course.
Cool, but I just don't like that, man.
It's dangerous too, and one of these fighters is going to end up dying, and then they're going to have to change the policy.
Yeah, we've talked about that a lot.
We don't want that. That would just be so shitty if that's the reason why they had to change the policy is because a UFC fighter or a Bellator fighter fucking died. That would suck.
There has been.
Yeah.
Was it in Ryzen, maybe?
It's going to take like a big name person.
There's been one. There's one documented case already of somebody dying from cutting weight. Sucks. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It
almost happened to Uriah Hall, didn't it?
It almost happened to Uriah Hall. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I don't know, man. That shit's got to stop. I'm
a little bit worried about Uriah Hall's future.
Fucking fighting Paulo Costa.
Yeah, it's a scary.
I can guarantee you I guarantee that's the last fight of Uriah Hall's career.
It could be because Paulo Costa is the real motherfucking.
That fight won't make it 45 seconds to a minute.
Costa might eat him, like physically
cannibalize him,
and just eat him in the ring.
Yeah, that's not. I don't know who made that fucking matchup.
That just like on paper, it looks so nightmarish. Like it just looks so ugly.
Watching those two dudes fight recently, that's going to be a bloodbath.
Yes.
One punch. I don't know if it'll make it farther than one punch.
I mean, Costa's a powerhouse.
So, man, let's talk about this big card.
Yeah, let's get on it. We're gonna have to cover this pretty much the whole damn way through.
Well, we'll run some quick highlights of the fight pass and stuff. We'll jump through and just pick out the best fights. So,
I mean, there's only one card on here that doesn't excite me. I'm dead serious.
So, all right. So let's just run through quick on the undercard.
All right. Well, we start off the card with. I'm not huge on these guys. Mike Santiago versus Dan Igi-ish.
I don't know either one of these guys.
Yeah, I'm not really sure on these guys, but Mike Santiago has a 21-11 record, so apparently he's been around the block. and the other guy's 8-2. This is the one I'm not excited about. Okay. I really don't have an opinion.
All right, what's up after
Clay Guida, Charles Oliveira.
Clay Guida.
I love Clay Guida. By the way,
Clay Guida won his last fight.
Yes, he did.
He looked pretty decent.
He did. He doesn't seem to age.
That's a solid fight for the.
Hell yeah, that's a
big name for the Fight Pass. What else we got on here?
Joseph Benavidez and Baby Pettis.
Dude, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. The number 1 flyweight versus the number 5 flyweight, and you're going to put that on the fucking Fight Pass? Let's be honest here. CM Punk versus Mike Jackson, another 0-1 guy's the opening fight.
Doesn't deserve to be on the main card.
Doesn't deserve to be on the main card. That deserves to be on Fight Pass.
I agree, but
and Benavidez
it's because CM Punk's such a big name.
Benavidez versus Pettis, that as an opening fight to the main card would be awesome.
I've pretty much made up my mind that I'm going to have to at least take a free subscription to Fight Pass so I can watch this weekend.
What do you think about that Benavidez versus Pettis fight? Are you leaning any way on that?
Man, that's going to be a good one. I think that Baby Pettis is gonna win it, but I don't know.
I don't.
You don't. You think Benavidez?
Benavidez will take. I think he'll take him to the ground.
Ground and pound him.
Yeah, I don't.
What is Pettis' specialty? Like, what is he? Does he knock anybody out? Does he?
Yeah, I think he's real similar to his brother.
I'm biased towards Pettis, but yeah, you're right. Skill-wise, Benavidez should.
The only thing that makes me wonder is Benavidez is coming off a really long layoff.
Yeah, Pettis could potentially take him into deep water. Well, they don't have deep waters, but like maybe he could be a little bit out of shape and.
He could piece him up.
Yeah, he could piece him up.
All right, man.
And then we have Rashad Evans and Anthony Smith.
Yeah, Anthony Smith's going to KO Rashad Evans.
It's going to be the end of. We're about to see Rashad Evans in Bellator
in the first round. That's. I don't even know why he's fighting.
Yeah, we'll see Rashad Evans in Bellator.
Yeah,
in about 5 months.
Yeah, whatever.
Rashad Coulter and Chris De La Roca.
I don't really know
boys
these
are
guys
huge,
either.
250 pounders.
Oh, some big boys. Probably
someone's gonna get put
we're
to
either
sleep.
getting a first round
Either that
KO,
or we're gonna see a lot of stamina issues,
or we're going to go 3 rounds. And
we're gonna see guys gas out in the
these
first,
lower ranked heavyweight fighters, man, it's either a first round knockout, and if it makes it out of the first
Watching
round,
them gas,
it's going all 3 probably.
Hysterical.
Oh yeah, man, it's ridiculous.
And then we got fucking Ricardo Lamas versus Mirsad Bertek from Bosnia.
Oh, Bektic. That's
yeah.
That's the guy that Darren Elkins put that comeback win
he
on.
was fucking up Elkins before it happened too.
Yeah, that's
his
the
only
knee.
loss. Also, that's his only loss.
That's the knee. Remember the Darren Elkins knee to the face knockout?
Yep.
That was that. That's his only loss.
It's his only loss.
I like Ricardo Lamas.
I do too. God, this card is ridiculous.
Ricardo Lamas, I don't think has been that great in his recent fights. So I think I'm probably going to have to lean towards Mirsad Bektic.
Yeah, probably. Lamas is kind of.
I mean, and
came and went.
Darren Elkins is pretty legit, and he had Darren Elkins deep. He had him.
Yeah.
He should have won that fight probably, but
yeah, he's legit.
All right.
And then we have another just ridiculousness of Claudio Gadelha and Carlo Esparza.
Is this still on Fight Pass or is this on the prelims? I want to think it's on the prelims.
I want to say it's on the prelims. I'm hoping it's on the prelims.
What a fight, man! I'm just going to go ahead and take Claudia Gadelha.
I mean, I always pick Claudia. Claudia's a beast.
Yeah, I think she's just. I think there's a little like level separation.
A little bit
in there. I think
Esparza doesn't suck though.
She doesn't suck. I just don't. I think Claudia's on that. Not the. I don't think she's on the very elite level. I think she's on that second level.
Is Gadelha and Esparza the main event on the prelims?
No. It's
Overeem and Blades.
Overeem and Blades is the
Wow. Well, that leads us to our next one. Overeem and fucking Curtis Blades.
All right, now this is an interesting fight, man.
Extremely.
Overeem's the best guy Blades has fought by a mile.
Yeah, easily. Wait, who did Blades lose to? He took an L to somebody. I'm about to look at
I think he may have lost to Stipe.
Yeah, which would...
Early Stipe. Maybe. I can't remember for sure who the loss was to.
Oh, he lost to Ngannou.
Yeah,
on
there
April
we go.
10th, 2016.
Okay, so...
He's evolved since then.
He's come a long way since then.
I'm pretty sure at that time he was probably like a doughy, out of shape, young, like, you know, unproven.
And if he wins this
prospect.
fight, and Ngannou wins his fight, that probably sets up a matchup between those two to fight Stipe.
Yep.
Or whoever the champion is at the time.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and pick
Stipe too, but it could be DC. DC, we're probably underselling him somewhat.
I mean, he's one of the greatest of all time, but I think Stipe is going to take him.
I do too. But so this fight,
I agree with you on that, Curtis Blades. I think it really would be.
Overeem's on a KO streak, big time.
Yeah, he is.
Curtis Blades, not a knockout fighter.
Except. We haven't seen Overeem since he got his soul eaten. But in one of the most vicious knockouts in the history of fighting in general.
Curtis Blades is probably going to take Overeem to the ground and just control the fight. It's probably going to go 3 rounds.
Overeem has such an impressive resume, it's ridiculous.
I know, dude.
Like even his recent resume.
It's so hard for me to pick against Overeem. I don't think I can, man. I'm gonna pick Overeem. I think he rebounds.
Listen to this shit, dude. In the last 3 years, he beat Roy Nelson, he beat Junior Dos Santos, he beat Arlovsky in our favorite fight ever, or one of them.
That was one of them, yeah.
Lost versus Stipe, won versus Mark Hunt, beat Verdum, and then lost to Ngannou. It's a ridiculous resume.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Overeem. I
gotta stick to Overeem.
I think he stops Curtis Blades, and I wouldn't be surprised if Curtis Blades was the betting favorite here.
I'd say he would be, and I just think that Overeem might show him that veteran fight presence.
I agree. So that's the main event of the free fights.
Yes,
which is pretty good fight for a free fight. So after that. The opening fight on the main card is CM Punk versus Mike Jackson.
Totally undeserved. 0 for 1s on both of these guys.
I'm not even going to pick this fight because Mike Jackson, he's 0-1.
They're both 0-1.
Same as CM Punk.
Yeah, CM Punk got murdered.
Who knows how shitty CM Punk is or how good he is?
We don't know because Mickey Gall was such a stud and people didn't know that at the time.
that was just a bad matchup.
I bet the UFC were kicking themselves. They're like, oh, we'll put this Mickey Gall kid on there, and then
they were like, "Oh,
beast.
Fuck, Mickey Gall's good."
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, Mickey Gall's actually really
I'm not even gonna pick that fight.
It doesn't deserve a pick.
I'll be cheering for CM Punk.
I mean, I will too.
And that's only from my WWE fandom. So
yeah, he's one of the best WWE wrestlers of all time. So then we actually have a fucking great fight. This could end up being one of the most entertaining fights in a long time. Arlovsky and Tuivasa.
Yeah, you know...
And Arlovsky's, I think, on a tear, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, he's reinvented himself.
Yeah, completely. Oh, yeah, dude. He's won 1, 2, 3...
Who did he fight last?
Well, he beat Struve.
And when he fought Struve, he took Struve to the ground.
And then he also beat, I think, Junior Albini, who's...
Oh, Diapers Albini.
Diaper Man.
Yeah. But he took Struve to the ground and wrestled him a lot.
Yes.
Held him there.
I was very impressed by his evolution.
Last time we saw Tuivasa was an amazing display, though.
Oh God, yeah. He destroyed Cyril Oscar on the Romero Rockhold.
It just fucking. He stood there and banged and just beat the living fuck out of him.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I'm going to assume Arlovsky's going to come out with the same game plan he had for Struve and try to take Tuivasa down and control the fight.
But is he going to be able to do that?
I don't think he's going to be
against the guy
able
who's 264 damn
I don't
pounds?
think he's going to be able. I'm picking Tuivasa by knockout.
I think Tuivasa ends Arlovsky's mini hot streak.
That's a pretty interesting fight, though.
I'm with you on that one too, man.
If Arlovsky wins, it'll be by control.
Yeah. I don't know if he's knocking out Tuivasa. That would be very impressive.
I don't think so.
If he put Tuivasa to sleep,
Then he's back. Big time. Then he's back in contention.
Yeah, he's the pit bull again if he did some shit like that. Okay, then we got Holly Holm and Megan Anderson.
Ooh, I've not seen this Megan Anderson fight yet. Supposedly she's the only real challenger to Chris Cyborg. The only actual.
She's not fought in the UFC?
I don't think she has.
She is not. No. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, supposedly she's the only real 145er.
Wow. Well, this should be good then.
I
mean, Holly Holm.
It's hard to pick against Holly Holm.
Yeah, she's such a big time pay-per-view player too. Usually, except for that.
I'm guessing this fight's at 145.
It is at 145. Yes.
I've only seen Holly Holm fight 145 once.
She looked good, but she wasn't quite ready.
She gave Cyborg a better fight than anyone else has.
Fact.
Yeah, there were moments early in the fight where it looked like Holly Holm might have had her, but
yeah, she had some moments.
It turned. She had her moments though.
It turned in a really fucked up way.
Man, she actually gave her a fight though.
Yeah, until was it the 4th round, 5th round?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I can't really make a good pick on this fight. I call it a toss-up.
And it's hard because I don't really know much. I don't have a whole lot of knowledge on Megan Anderson because I haven't really seen her before.
The same here.
But I mean,
this is her chance to.
I'm not going to go against my girl Holly Holm.
This is her chance to prove, though, that she.
Well, I'd say if Megan wins this, I bet she gets an automatic title shot against Cyborg.
I would have to think so. Because
I wonder if Holly Holm wins this, if she gets another fight.
She said she wants to go back down to 135 and fight Amanda Nunes.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's not much better. I honestly would take my chances with Cyborg before I went against a badass like Amanda Nunes.
Holly Holm, though, has that knockout power.
It's true.
So.
Jesus, did you see what Nunes did to Pennington?
That was...
And you know they're friends.
And they're friends, yeah.
It's a little scary.
Yeah.
So then we have RDA, Rafael Dos Anjos, versus Colby Covington.
I think this is the fight of the night.
We get to see what Colby Covington's truly made of.
This is a 5-round title fight, by the way.
Yes, we get to see. I don't know much about Colby. I haven't really watched much of Colby
I've seen
Covington.
him fight a couple times.
Let's see if it jogs my memory who he's fought. Oh yeah, he dominated Damian Maia. I think he knocked out Dong Young Kim. But then he beat Max Griffin. That's semi-impressive.
The way he got his ranking is by running his mouth.
I know, his resume is so unimpressive.
We know what RDA is, especially since he dropped back down to welterweight.
Oh, good God, yeah.
He's been running through this division.
Yeah. Well, his wins are way more impressive recently.
Well, no, he's a former champion.
He beat fucking Robbie Lawler last time.
He's the former champion also.
Yes, he beat Robbie Lawler last time. He fucking beat Robbie Lawler in December.
Oh, dominated Robbie Lawler too.
Crushed him. And then he fucking destroyed Neil Magny.
Who's a tough out. Neil Magny's a hard guy
destroyed
to fight.
Tarek Safadine.
Who's a really underrated fighter.
Lost to Tony Ferg.
Well, yeah, and that's when he decided to drop.
To Eddie Alvarez. Yeah, exactly.
That's when he decided to drop back down.
I mean, fuck. His resume is it's ridiculous.
Stellar. It's stellar, and he's looked so good. There's no way I could pick Colby Covington.
Oh, fuck no! If Colby wins, props to him, and maybe he's legit. But I'm not picking against
somebody. Needs to put him in his fucking place.
Let's be for real. I really hope it's Rafael Dos Anjos. Because remember when we thought we were going to get RDA and Woodley? We were pumped.
Yeah, dude. I still think that's the fight that's going to happen, and that's a great fight. There's no better matchup for Woodley.
I mean, yeah, because I don't know if Usman really. Usman and RDA are my two biggest threats to
that last Usman fight. He didn't take any.
But technically, Woodley doesn't have the title anymore, does he?
No, he does. They didn't.
Okay, so he does.
So if he does come back in August, I bet Usman would take that fight, but I bet they would never book it right now.
Yeah, they're mad at it. They just hate Usman.
Because he's a boring fighter.
But he's not boring to us. I think he's great.
I do too.
And I think that he fought Damian Maia incredibly smart. How the fuck else do you fight? If you're fighting a human boa constrictor, that's how you have to lasso him in. Yeah. Or he's going to choke you the fuck out.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Tyron Woodley gets the same rat.
It's stupid UFC fans. It's meathead fandom.
Yeah, at its worst.
That's what I hate. That's the one thing I really hate about UFC. That's why I don't think you and I could ever go to a live event, because I probably want to fight people because they'd be like, y'all fucking suck, man. Like, you are some fucking stupid motherfuckers.
Yeah, man, every fight I've been to 4. I've been to 3 like regional fights, and I've been to 1 UFC fight.
God,
but the UFC fight was so long ago that things were different.
That last regional fight,
dude, I've been to 3 of those, and we've almost gotten into a fight at all 3 of them.
We really did.
I've almost gotten in a fight at every single one I've ever been to.
It got a little saucy with us at the last one.
Just the people are stupid, man. They don't know. They're just there looking for blood. They don't know the sport.
No, they don't get it. They don't get the technicalities. See, I think the mixed martial arts is more of a chess match, and that's when I love it at its finest. I think, like when we watched, who was it? We watched Woodley and remember you and I were going crazy about Woodley and Wonder Boy. We thought it was one of the most beautiful fights ever, and everybody was like, "Oh, that shit was boring." It's like, oh,
I know.
Watching the same
I know. We
fight
saw the post fight, and then watched like they asked him what he thought about least punches ever thrown in a fight. That's all I'm going to say. I'm like,
yeah, that's the problem when you have a meathead at the head of he's the head of the snake.
Yeah, we're not even going to waste our time going in on him again.
Yeah, no, we've gone on him enough.
We got the main event is a rematch.
So we both picked RDA.
Yeah. Robert Whittaker, we've not seen him in a while.
Yeah, that's my only concern with Robert Whittaker is this long layoff.
It was a staph infection.
The last time he fought, well, he got injured, and then I think he got a staph infection on top of that. But the last time he fought was in July 8th of last year.
Was Yoel Romero?
Yes. So he's fighting almost a year removed. It's a 11-month layoff.
Yeah,
that scares me a little bit.
But
I'm sure he's been in top form the whole
time. I think if I'm not mistaken, he tore his ACL.
He did.
In the first round.
Yeah, no, he kept fighting.
And dominated that whole fight.
True. It's probably a bad matchup for Romero.
Yoel Romero's a monster, though.
He's so scary.
Let's be completely honest, though. He was losing to Rockhold before that knockout.
But that knockout was fucking savage. Vicious knockout.
And that's not Yoel's game. Yoel's a wrestler. He has power, but he's a wrestler.
You want to talk about somebody who has an impressive resume?
Both of these guys.
Both of these dudes. I mean, Yoel minus the 2 randos that he's fought, in his beginning of his career. This dude fought Brunson, fought Tavares, Tim Kennedy, Lyoto Machida, Jacare, Weidman, all wins.
Oh, yeah.
The only loss he's had in a million years is to Whittaker.
I mean, there's no denying that he's worthy of this rematch.
Oh, absolutely. But if he loses this one, he will never get another one.
Probably not. He's old, too.
Yeah, he's really old.
You don't see it looking at his body.
Fuck no. Well, that dude is incredible.
Best body in the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's got a video game body.
Oh, yeah. How old is he? 38?
Yeah.
Something
he looks
that?
like he was made out of a video game.
Oh, yeah, it's ridiculous. He's a Greek god.
Yeah, it's incredible. He's a dangerous dude too. He could put Whittaker to sleep. Let's be real.
He can also take Whittaker down and do things that nobody else.
Yeah, people don't realize how much of a phenomenal wrestler this kid is, this guy is.
Yeah, he's amazing. Olympic medalist, isn't he?
Yeah. Olympic medalist that was taken.
And when you're coming up in Cuba,
yeah, you get taken from your family, and you get wrestling is your life.
It's the same as these Russian Olympic athletes. That's your sole purpose in life when you're one of these guys. Robert Whittaker, since he dropped down to middleweight
class, to the middleweight weight class, he's been unstoppable.
He's been absolutely unstoppable.
His resume is absolutely ridiculous, too.
Run through his last few fights.
Listen to this shit. All right, he also beat Brad Tavares, Uriah Hall, Rafael Natal, Derek Brunson, Jacare, and Yoel.
So these guys have beaten all the same
dudes. They've basically
dudes.
beaten the same guys to get to where they are.
Man, Robert, I'm just going to say Robert Whitaker, that run he was on another level than anyone else has been on lately. He was the best. I'm going to say at the time, other than Stipe, he was the best pound for pound fighter over the last 3 years. I'm not going to include Conor.
Yeah, true.
For obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I would say he's other than probably Stipe, Tyron Woodley.
Yeah.
Maybe Mighty Mouse.
Most dominant fighter.
Robert Whitaker's been the most dominant fighter. Best pound for pound fighter.
Bobby Knuckles. Which, by the way, we were saying before they...
Oh, yeah, we coined that term.
Yeah,
whether they want to give it to us or not.
We call it Bobby Nux.
Bobby Nux.
Yep.
But I can't pick against him, man. I can't pick against Robert Whitaker.
The only thing that worries me is the long layoff. Otherwise, it'd be a no-brainer for me.
Okay.
It would be a no-brainer for me. Because I think Whitaker's the better fighter all around.
Yoel can win.
But Yoel, his scary knockout power, man, I'm having a hard time with this one.
It's a really...
Because I would love...
If I'm an odds maker,
if Yoel won, I would love to see 3. That would be amazing.
Oh yeah, I'm down for that.
So I kind of want to. I kind of want Yoel just to win because I want to see them fight again. I feel like it would be fucking awesome. But yeah, I can't go against Whitaker either. I'm gonna go with Whitaker too.
We didn't talk about this in our news, but. So after Bisping retires here.
Oh yeah, Michael Bisping retired. Yeah.
I love you, Mike.
I love you, Mike.
Does Yoel call out Bisping?
everyone calls out Yoel, and it's like, or it calls out Michael. It's like, he retired.
Mike,
right?
I love you, Mike, but I fight you.
Michael, you come out of retirement. I love you, Mike.
Oh man, so there's our picks. I can't wait for this.
Michael Bisping. Let's talk about the most undeserved champion of all time. I'm calling it out right now.
Because he
beat bullshit.
Because he KO'd Luke fuckboy Rockhold.
Yeah. And Rockhold apparently is not as good as we thought he was going to be.
No,
and he's got a glass jaw.
He obviously has a glass jaw.
Even though I have to say though, not a lot of people could have taken that Yoel knockout.
It was almost on the Ngannou level.
It was ridiculous.
That's the second most vicious knockout recently behind that Ngannou knockout.
Good God.
For sure.
I remember texting you immediately and being like, fuck, that knockout was vicious.
It was, man.
Just had evil all over it.
Can't wait for this card.
Yeah, I can't wait either, man. I'm pumped. I'm actually going to buy Fight Pass just so I can see more fights.
All right, so last bit of news. We're changing our drop date from Tuesday to Wednesday, trying to split the other podcasts that are out there, trying to hit in the middle of the week.
That's right.
Just make it easier for you guys to listen. As always, you find us on, we're on YouTube, Savage MMA Show, pretty much anywhere you download audio podcast, MMApodcast.com.
I actually have Instagram.
Oh, what's your handle?
Shocker.
Let's hear it.
Fuck, what is my handle? Hold on.
Well, you can follow, on Instagram, you can follow me at savage_emiddle. And yeah, Bart has actually taken the dive. He's on Instagram now.
Yeah. What is my... Oh, yeah, BartGreg_Savage MMA Show, I think. Yeah, that's what it is. BartGreg_Savage MMA Show.
So you can now follow Bart on there. We're on Twitter also at Savage MMA Show. Right. We'll definitely be live tweeting this weekend.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know if I'll catch the first couple of fights.
I might start live tweeting at fucking Fight Pass.
Go for it, man. I don't know if I'll catch what time I'll be in because I got this stuff going on Marie's birthday, but I'll be in watching these fights.
Otherwise, we'd be doing a live stream.
Oh yeah, we're definitely doing a live stream in July.
Oh yeah, Stipe
for the Stipe DC card. That'll be fun. We'll probably have a couple extra faces in on that too.
I would love to have some people over for that.
Yeah, we're gonna probably have a couple people over for that.
Yeah, so man, that's gonna be an epic night.
All right, so that's it for this week. Can't wait to watch these fights, man.
I can't wait to review our fights next week either. This is gonna be great.
Let's make for a good show next week too. And we've got some killer cards coming up, so tune back in every week. We'll be dropping on Wednesday from now on. We'll see you next week. So stay savage.
Stay savage.